Hey,
Matt.
Matt.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Max, nice to meet you, man.
Welcome to the snowy side of things.
Yeah, you guys got a bit out here, huh?
Yeah,
Maybe first big snow of the season for you.
I know, right? Montana loves to change quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does.
We've been here for generation after generation after generation. Invention is sort of in our blood. Still trying to do things differently than everybody else.
When our mom was growing up, her family are ranchers way back in the Big Hole area, and they would do like the big classic haystacks with the beaver
The
slides.
beaver slides.
Summers were a little bit different back in the day if you were growing up in Montana. So you were born here on the ranch?
Yep. My whole life I've spent here. You know, swimming in the Yellowstone right here, playing in the river. My dad really loved the outdoors. Did a lot of hiking and camping as kids. Growing up, I was probably known more up here at Big Sky, skiing and doing outdoor stuff than I was a ranch kid or any of the other stuff. We got passes because both parents worked here. Both parents were on the original ski patrol. My dad was up on the mountain, my mom was the nurse.
Dang, so you have literally been here since Big Sky opened.
Yes.
I mean, you're working outdoors on the ranch, and then you're playing outdoors. Was there like a differential between those experiences, or was it always kind of like one?
No, it's always just being
one
outside.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that agriculture is viewed upside down. Taking care of the outdoors is a huge part of what has to happen. Yeah. Everybody in our industry, they have to be environmentalists. They have to be aware of what impact they have if they're going to be good at it.
From the outdoor side of the conversation, I see a lot of people pointing fingers and folks who are like talking about ranching is hurting the land. What don't they understand when they're talking about that?
Probably one of the misconceptions is that people view agriculture as just taking, and it's not. The sustainability of it will never happen if we don't take care of what we have. Hi, sweetie. Off you go. So the way that we graze, we see a net negative on the carbon side. The active growth of the plants and stuff that we have between farming and grazing is sequestering carbon back into the soil. But I think that we need to be more aware of that impact that we're having because it can be much bigger.
So when you bought this land, you put these fences in to protect these creeks?
Yeah, put in all the culverts so we could drive over without driving through everything all the time. And the fish that we have in here are actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, probably pretty cool to see the full watershed in effect coming all the way down.
Proper management, it benefits both sides. For example, like predators, like coyotes especially, what we've learned over the years is, you know, they're a territorial animal. If you have good coyotes, they keep everybody else out. There's no reason to get rid of them.
How else are you guys working towards trying to off-put the impact that you have?
You know, we get a drought year. If we aren't mindful of what we do to the range, we can absolutely ruin it and set ourselves back. We can't over-fertilize. We don't want to see it getting into the groundwater and wrecking any of the other ecosystems down below us because it doesn't benefit anything else that we're doing. For me, to be able to have my fingers in everything from start to finish now is really unique. A lot of producers in the state, they want to help their communities. And that's really what the whole partnership is. We take in donated animals from all across Montana and we bring them here and we process them under inspection and they go out to food banks and schools across the state. It's all paid for, all through private donations, people that just believe in what we're doing. We're hoping that we're gonna be able to duplicate this anywhere.
And from a young age, my parents drilled into me this intrinsic value of the wild places that exist around us. And in my career as a storyteller, I've been able to travel and see many of those places firsthand. In that, I acknowledge that I have immense impact of my own. I think it's short-sighted to say that we can isolate one group of people or another and say that they hold the burden of changing the way that they make their life. It's only when we can collectively acknowledge our shared impact in preserving our world that we'll actually begin to move the needle in the right direction.
I think we all have the same end goal in mind, for sure. But I think that we have to realize that all we are is what's next. That our time here is short and we need to take care of it while we can.